Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to do some simple thrift flips, so let's get started. For the first project I'm going to give this mirror a makeover. I started by using some air dry clay and a mold to make some clay embellishments. I simply glued them around the top and bottom of the frame. The paper tape to the center is so the lights aren't reflecting directly into the camera. Once I had all the pieces glued on, I set it aside to dry. Next, I gave it 2 coats of paint. I didn't worry too much about getting the paint on the mirror because I'll scrape that off later. After the paint was dry, I added a coat of clear wax over top of it. I then highlighted the clay with some gold antique wax. To finish it, I scraped the paint off of the glass and then cleaned the mirror. For the next project, I'm upcycling this metal sign. I started by removing the jute hanger. Next, I glued some small wooden candlesticks onto the bottom of the picture. To decorate the edges, I again used a mold and some air dry clay. If you want a good glue to attach your clay pieces, I would suggest this Pentart Express glue. I've never had to use tape to hold the pieces on, and I've not had any of the pieces fall off either. I'm not sponsored or anything, I've just had really good results using this glue. Once the clay was dry, I gave it a coat of paint. When the paint was dry, I gave it a coat of white glue. I let that mostly dry and then I gave it a quick coat of white paint. To get the crackle, I used a heat tool over the wet paint. To finish it, I added a coat of antiquing wax. For the last project, I'm going to make over this Rae Dunn jar. I started by using air dry clay and making a label. I then glued that to the front and let it dry. After the clay was dry, I gave it 2 coats of chalk paint. When the paint was dry, I gave it a coat of high gloss varnish. To finish it, I gave the label a coat of gold wax paste. I also added a scrap piece of a transfer. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these super simple upcycles, and I'll see you in the next video.